Alright everyone, we're back again. I'm getting rid of this really odd shaped bin. It's now empty obviously, but it's getting recycled. It has a nice recycling logo on it. We're at the recycling place. What the heck's all that? Somebody really just threw away a... Oh, heck no. Who the heck threw away a steel weed whacker? That might be coming home with me. Anyway, welcome back everyone. It's trash day. Kind of trash day. It's interesting trash day, and the reason why I say it's interesting trash day is because the sun behind me is falling quite quickly. And it's only about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, trash day. Trash will be picked up tomorrow. Don't know who's really home to throw away garbage. However, I need to make some pit stops, as you can see. And we need to find some treasure. So join me on another trash picking episode. Let's find some treasure today. Trash picking with Taco Stacks. It might be a two-part episode tonight and then tomorrow morning, but we'll find something. We'll make it fun. More than just probably this weed whacker in here. Let's do it. Let's find some treasure today. Let's go. Smell-o-vision was a thing. Someone's cooking like a barbecue. It actually smells really good. It kind of smells like sausage. Nope. Still the garbage. There's a dog actually barking at me. I don't know if the person was just watching me, but it was in that window. It was to my right, behind me now. Hey look, a weed whacker appears. Unfortunately, that weed whacker isn't really worth a whole lot, but I know it will sell, so I'm going to keep it till next spring. It's a residential model. It's actually kind of lower end residential model. I think it's an FS 45, maybe 45C. Kind of working out of the side door. These, what the heck are these? Alright, you know what that is? They're probably not going to be happy if I take that. So I'll just take this one piece, and it's probably broken, which is why they're throwing it out. It's the, it looks like the back brake truck, like a pickup truck, like the truck bed. It's like a cover. Oh yeah. But it probably has like 30 pounds of fabric on it, so I'll take that piece. That's actually dirty aluminum. That's what that is, dirty aluminum. I think I just hit the honey hole of scrap. Look at this. Pretty sure those are aluminum wheels. Chainsaws. Yes. They're chainsaws, but they're not more chainsaws. I'm really thinking these are aluminum. But you know, here in 5 seconds. they are. Wow. All in a blink of an eye, I guess we're already done with the town, but we'll check back in hopefully soon. I do have to drop off all those clothes that were in the back. So I have to find one of these bins around here to drop them off. They are a little bit more like fabric scraps and other mixtures in there, so I'm going to try to find one of those bins that I know is a rag warehouse kind of bin. It's a little bit different than the ones that are donatable, that, you know, you donate clothes. And there's a fake Christmas tree. What a time to throw that out. Make sure my lights on, they're on. It's a little bit different than the bins that you find that you throw clothes in that resell the clothes, which is its whole bargain in itself. Well, it's gotten pretty dark out. This is not the morning, it's the nighttime. I guess I'll see you in the morning. Alright, well, I guess it's now time to go to the scrapyard. It's the next day, it's light out again. I'm going to take out this weed whacker because that's not getting scrapped. Ah, I think that's trimmer line right there, which is kind of ironic. And we have a weed whacker here. So I actually have to go out to the hardware store. This is a FS 45 something. So I have a 70, FS 70. Mine's a little bit different on the head of the weed whacker, but what I have is like 2 pieces of plastic with a bunch of guts on the inside. Somehow the bottom piece of plastic fell off and all the guts came out, but there's little metal ridges on the side and they are completely gone, so I can't put it back together. And I think what happens with these pieces of equipment is that they get used so much that the rubber that goes around that little piece of metal wears down, so eventually that metal just slides right out and eventually it pops out where you can't really put it back in. I think it finally did that because I've constantly replaced it. So I have to go to the hardware store and hopefully buy a new attachment. So that is part of the agenda. Oh man, I'm going to need to take off all of those pieces. That shouldn't be too hard. I should have the tool to get that off, hopefully. Alright, well, that's the next step. Gotta do that now, I guess. That's to get a better price. Most of them don't have these center caps on them. Well, that's really interesting. These ones that are metallic, the ones without rust on them, are literally not bolts. Oh, don't run over that. There's only 2 on there. You see? 2 fell out. That's because the other ones aren't real. Wow. Alright, yes, that one's real. I wonder if these are even... These might be stainless. I'm thinking they're steel. Probably steel because they have rust. Of course, this thing's now stuck on there. Nice, nice. Huh. Gotta say, that's quite interesting they did it like that. The, well, no, that's why I picked up. It's got still pasta in it. Okay, so I'm heading to the scrapyard as of now. I do have to pick up a little bit more Christmas lights. These are just a pain to deal with, so I'm just going to leave it like that. anytime I test them also, it always seems like some of them don't work. So to sell them, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know how that happens, that some of the lights on it just, they don't work for some reason. But I went ahead and took out all the valve stems also on these wheels. That's the difference between clean and dirty price. My scrapyard usually lets it slide because I go there so often, but last time he told me I had to take apart a door, an aluminum door, which is right here. And what's interesting, this is just, I think this is just, yeah, this is the left side or right side of the door. The bottom pieces are right here. But on the inside, it was filled of styrofoam, which I never knew because I never really took it that far apart. And he's like, yeah, you got to take it all apart because the styrofoam's inside and can't give you a clean price if there's styrofoam in there, which I really didn't even know that was in there. If I did, I would never ever turn any of them in. Not saying now they're getting picky with stuff, but it's better to just bring it in the right way as opposed to getting the, I'm here every week so I kind of get a discount, let that slide kind of thing. So I went ahead and just took out the valve stems. They're actually really, really easy. So if you're a scrapper out there and you're thinking, man, it's got to be really hard to get those valve stems out, all you have to do is cut the bottom side with a Sawzall. It's a piece of rubber, and then the rubber rips off, and then you just pull it from the inside. It pulls right out. So it's not a very difficult process. I don't think I've ever done it, so that was the first time I've done it, but literally it took 15 seconds per wheel, 20 seconds per wheel. It's not difficult at all. I guess the trash picking just doesn't stop. Always can find stuff. Hey, look, more of these bed rails. My favorite. My absolute. Oh wow, this is heavy. Why am I doing this with one hand? Push, push. All right, let's move this like this. Alright, well, we're at the scrap yard. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take 2 carts this time. One will be for the wheels, and then one will be for the wire. I don't know if I brought anything else. Yeah, I bought the Christmas wire and something, I think it was aluminum wire, which I got at that auction. I don't know if I talked about it, but I bought contents in the basement from the last auction video, not payout auction, but auction itself, estate auction. And in the basement there were 2 cones of copper wire, insulated copper wire. I got $43 in scrap for them. I spent $26 on the whole day just buying stuff. But there's also a bunch of wire that was hanging up, which I know I didn't document. This was hanging up on the far wall that I bought. Another guy, actually, a subscriber of the channel, his son told me, hey, look, there's wire over there. So I grabbed it. I just threw it in my bin. I didn't realize it's actually aluminum. So it's not really worth a whole lot. I actually don't even know what they'll give me for it. But yeah, the cones kind of look like this, but there's a lot more wire on it. This scrapyard will pay you just, I think, insulated wire price if you bring it in with this contraption on it. But all this has to get thrown into this bin. That wasn't too hard. So that's all separate. The reason why I do this is because it makes it way more easier, or way more easy, when the wires, or when the stuff is separate. Otherwise, he has to constantly take stuff out of the shopping cart, weigh things separately. And since there's just so much weight here, it'll kind of just be its own entity. There's also not a huge demand for shopping carts here at 8 in the morning. In fact, I'm the only one over here. All right, let's go get paid out. I'm going to go out and say probably, I don't know, what should I say for this? $45. That's my guess. If you guys want to guess, you can leave a comment down below. It might be more than that, but $45 just for the aluminum wheels. This, I might be lucky to get 10 bucks for all of it. This guy's over here. They actually have a street sweeper. It's actually really cool. They have their own street sweeper, which they actually use for the road. But he's doing it over here now, which I'll just let him finish this before I go farther. I have the green light, but hopefully he's picking up all the little screws and stuff with that. I don't know if it really does much. It's right over there. It's making a U-turn. I wonder if they bought that or it came in for scrap and they're like, oh, we can use that. All right, well, not too bad. $97 total. Aluminum rims, completely off. This is $66. I wish this camera had a focus thing on it, but yeah, $66.15. 63 cents per pound. It's a decent amount. There's 105 pounds of it. And you can see the rest of it. The Christmas lights, it's almost amazing. Like, I even separate it or keep it in a different area because literally that whole pile, $1.70 for all of that. But yeah, 66 bucks for those aluminum rims. That's insane. Because I literally it just came from the trash. Like, literally someone just threw them out, and that's a lot of money from the trash. But what are you going to do? So that was definitely a decent score. The guy even asked me, he said, hey, did you clean the rims off because we didn't flip them over? I was like, yeah, I took off all the stems. And he's like, what about the wheel weights? And I'm like, oh. And on the top of my head, I thought the wheel weight somehow went on your tire because it's always like a fiasco of tires with wheel weights. But I was like, no, it goes on your wheel. And it was on the inside. I always thought they were on the outside because if you look at my van, my wheel weights are definitely on the outside. Yeah. Right here. That's when I think of a wheel weight, I think of that. And I didn't see them on the outside, but these were on the inside. So we flipped them over, and yes, they were there. And he just scraped them off with like a small little saw, like a sheetrock saw. And he's like, don't worry about it, I'll get them done. So I asked him, I was like, hey, do you want me to take them back and I'll get them clean for you? But he's like, no, don't worry about it. Because literally, it was another thing. It took like 5 seconds. He just, like 3 cuts with a saw. So my mistake. I hate making him do more work, even though it's not a lot of work. It shouldn't be that way, but very nice of him to just give me the clean aluminum price. I don't know what dirty rim price is. It's probably like a half of that. So I greatly appreciate it. I did see a comment of someone else who says, how does the town actually pick up all the leaves? And I said, if I can ever find another truck, I can document it, but that is one of the trucks that pick up leaves. There's actually a hose on the other side of that, and it sucks all the leaves into that big box in the back. You see he's going backwards. You might be able to see the suction on the right side of his front tire, but he's taking all the leaves there at the curb there. Not really the best side. Yeah, no, you probably can't see anything. Also, I've been stuck at this light. I can't tell you how long. There we go. But yep, that's how this town does it. I know STOCKERTOWN has one as well, but it's like a makeshift pickup truck with a big box on the back. But that's how it works. If you're curious, and you don't live in the United States, or you live in a country or a state that doesn't do it, or a town. Someone said I think they lived in the UK, and that's, they don't have that. So I found one. All right, now for our final adventure of the day. Let's hope they have this part. I literally have probably about an hour to an hour and a half of lawn care, weed whacking left on my property. Pond's done, but not everything. Not all the buildings are. Now we play the guessing game of which one is it. Oh, goodness gracious. I used to have this, but it's not. That's actually good to use. I should have used that for the pond, but that's not good to use around bricks or wood because these get worn down, and it's not like trimmer line. I don't need any of these. I'm gonna have to say it's probably, there are so many. They should also have, I think, the numbers on the back. So this is a 42-2. Nope, that's none of those. It's a 32. That looks like that'll be it. I have a FS70, and that says FS70. So we're going to put that right there, because that might be it. I'll take a look at these other ones. Darrow cut. Oh, that don't fit. Wait, that's the same one. That's the same one. That looks... This thing looks stupid. What the heck is that? Oh, there it is. That's for the big boys. Alright, so I think this is it. It's gonna be fun to figure out how to put this back on. I also like looking at the prices. This is $320 for the same one that I own. I'm pretty sure I bought it about 3 or 4 years ago. It's like $240. Wow. $530 for a weed whacker. You wish. $125 for a pair of loppers. That one's $112. I can't even sell them for $2 a piece. Isn't that crazy? Somebody's going to pay $125 for a pair of loppers. Alright, well now I'm home. Salsa and I are going to go play repairman and hopefully get this thing fixed and straightened out, and hopefully everything goes alright. I just noticed on the back, so I have a 70R, and that's just 70. I look down here, and then there's 260R and 460R, but I think it's going to be just fine. I know with the bigger models, sometimes they do that if they don't make a different series, or if there's really a big difference between the R series and the regular one. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up here for today's video. I'm going to get my chores done, hopefully, for today. Hopefully everyone is also having an awesome week. If you're traveling this week, be safe. And yeah, catch you guys tomorrow for the next adventure on the treasure hunt. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe down below. And of course, till next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.